Get out of here in time.
It's already time.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
go
on.
live.
All right. Give me another friend.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I don't know the name of the place, but I'm trying to go on
Five church.
Zoom. Who?
Five church.
What you call?
Five church bucket.
Oh, Five Church. But, oh, no, I know. Yeah.
Were you able to get on? Sweet pea.
No, I'm not. Nope.
You can't get on your phone.
I'm not, man. And they want to be professional.
Oh.
Um, you said how long we gonna be out? I don't know how long we be out tonight. Might put it all night. Might put it all night. I had to be had 5 o'clock in the morning. You come home and understand. And where you at?
Darius, I want to know if you can hear me. Type it in the chat. I want to make sure it's not
You
too
say you want to
loud.
use my cash app? Oh. Sure, I have a shit right there saying, right? Nobody see me have like a cash app. I'm not spending money, you know? See that?
Sweet pea, I was trying for you to get on damn YouTube to tell me if it was loud, if it went. Oh yeah, I'm just like, yeah. Oh, wait on some next one.
I ain't got that but 18 dollars in my
Baby.
damn 18.
And I want you to nope. Well, I'm eating and I can't be. It's too loud in here, and I thought it was going to be.
Why you in your game not put it on
I didn't.
live Apple Pay?
I'm going live. You can't. Welcome to Wisdom Wealth Wednesday. We are discussing being a bank. How money works, grows, and multiplies. And it might be a little loud in here. I want to know if you all can hear. Please drop it in the chat. It seems a little bit awkward, but let's see. Is it too loud? Can you hear? Can you guys hear fine? Or is it loud? Darius, all is well. You can hear? I suppose. So, guys, we are here talking about money. How money works, grows, and multiplies. Okay, great. Great, great, great. So, we are speaking about the power of compound interest. We talked about it last week, and the rule of 72 is where it came from, the power of compound interest, which is taking out inflation. But today we're going to talk about boots, hats, and bank accounts. And with that being said, what we're discussing is how to make your money work for you. It stopped. Miss Joyce said it stopped. West stop. Oh, I'm not supposed to be in here, but I'm gonna live, sweetie. Put my head all right, though.
It's loading.
Yeah, because I'm not supposed to be in here. I'm supposed to be upstairs in my office.
You want to go upstairs?
I know. It's still going on your end. Okay, I'm downstairs. What I'm gonna, but I can't really pay them, and it's not gonna. So what I'm gonna do is, Miss Joy is stopped on your end, and she says it's loading on her end, so it's probably not
Yeah, it's loading.
getting good reception. So what I need him to do is bring me a check. It's still going on your end. Okay, so it's not working in this restaurant.
You're not supposed to click somewhere to get on it.
You're just supposed to go on YouTube. Just go on the channel.
Come on, we gotta go then.
No, we need a check. We can't just walk out. That's what you just got to start listening. I think far ahead. If I tell you something, it's already because I knew. I thought about it. I already knew. We couldn't sit in here. The idea was to come in here, sign your paperwork, go to the bar, and go upstairs to my office. There was no way for us to sit down and eat and drink and go upstairs at 7:30, and it was 7:15. We wanted to do it. That's virtually impossible.
Oh my God. And the fact about it is, I was so hungry.
Yeah. Well, it's great there's only a couple people on. Thank God it's y'all the family. Because this would be bad if not. Make it fun. Make it fun and keep going. No, it's all good. Well, just make it fun and keep going. Yeah, for sure. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Well, guys, we're here. I hope you can hear. I'm in a restaurant tonight. The setting is a wee bit different, but we are here. So, we're talking about boots, hats, and bank accounts. So, we want to show you how to be suited and booted for your bank account. And we're going to start by saying compounding your interest on your money is going to be the first way to be suited and booted with your bank account. And with doing so, we were talking about today the power of compound interest as well as Brother A and Brother B on a class. And one of our team members was discussing this. She didn't really understand the correlation between Brother A and Brother B. And Brother A had a 401k, and Brother B had an out of the box IUL. And we just looked at the comparisons and talked about and were able to show how Brother B unorthodoxly beat Brother A. And that's because with an IUL, you not only have a death benefit, you have a cash account that is going to be growing compound interest every moment that it sits there. So with that compound interest, it's outbeating inflation, and that makes it so your money is outgrowing the cost of living. So your money is compounding, which allows you the opportunity to be your own bank. And in being your own bank, you're not borrowing. We talked about today also bank owned life insurance. And the banks own billions in life insurance. So they take your money, they lend it out, they buy life insurance with it, their bank owned policies, and they give you pennies on a dollar. So what we're trying to teach you is how to take your own money and become your own bank and compound that interest. Use that rule of 72 for you and not against you, right? You're on the right side of 72, like we talked about last week, and not on the wrong side of 72. So with the IUL, you're never going to ever incur taxes, unlike the 401k. Okay, the taxes are deferred on the 401. The taxes on the IUL are never, right? It's highly unlikely that it'll be taxed. So on the 401, you're going to be taxed when you take your money out. So let's think about it. If you were 20 years old when you started your 401 and you started at this company, and then when you retired, you were 50 or 55. Well, the interest rate is going to be higher at retirement than it was when you initiated the 401. So with the IUL, Your interest rate is going to compound with the stock market, and you're not going to be tax deferred. You're going to be taxed never. So the idea is taking your own money, not borrowing from the bank, and being your own bank to be able to make your own financial decisions, your own investment choices, and using your money to do so, and not being in debt, but being empowered. And that is because we're using the right side of the rule of 72, just like the video discussed last week. We're using the right side of 72 and not the wrong side, which is us compounding the interest, letting the money work for us. So the idea is your death benefit never goes down with an IUL. So even when you borrow against it, if the death benefit is 100,000, when you borrow against the death benefit, you're only going to be taking away from the cash value. The death benefit stays the same, and it continues to compound and compound at 100. So say you have $100,000 death benefit and you take 30K from it. Well, that $30,000 is not going to be like taking 30,000 if you had it in the bank and you had 100 and you deducted 30. Well, you only got 70 left. With the IUL, the interest is still compounding on 100. Okay, so that is why the IUL outbeats inflation and outruns the market, because you never take the downturn. You have a zero floor loss. So when the market dips, your IUL goes zero. Your worst year is zero. So zero is your hero with an IUL. With the market, you have no control over where your money goes. You're not in the driver's seat. So with that being said, the market is compounding. That's how your interest is compounding. That's how your money is growing. You're on the right side of 72. And to boot, you're able to borrow against it with your IUL. If you never pay back your loan, your policy loan, they're going to deduct it from your death benefit when you pass away. Okay. So if you borrowed that 30,000 from your IUL and never paid it back, your family's gonna get 70,000 plus whatever the interest has compounded over that time. Okay. With the bank, when you take 70, that when you take that 30, you're only gonna have 70 left. So the interest bearing that you're getting, the tiny little interest, it's only on 70. It's not on 100 like the IUL. So that compound interest on that death benefit outbeats you being in a 401k. That's simple. The money's deferred in a 401, the money's taxed never in an IUL. The money, the policy loans are never taxed in a 401. You don't have to be 59 and a half. You don't need to be 73 to take out your money. It's no minimum, it's no maximum. And you're able to get your money based on the cash value in your account. You cannot borrow more than the cash value, but you're able to take out the cash value in your account. You have a zero floor loss, so you're never going to lose anything. And the only thing you're going to see is the upside potential. So the IUL is the way to go as long as you're funding it. If you can't fund an IUL, it's not the way to go, okay? Because you will pay for the cost of insurance. But as long as you're funding your IUL, then it's most definitely the way to be your own bank. It compounds over time. You never pay $1 in federal income tax, and your money grows and grows and never stops growing based on the amount of your death benefit. So it's definitely an amazing option. All right. And that is how you become your own bank. Tax never, not tax deferred. Compound interest beating inflation. Zero floor loss, unlike the stock market. You have no guarantees in the market. When the market goes down, your money goes down. When the market goes up, your money goes up. So, do you have time to outpace the market? Do you know when it's going to turn around? Do you know where it's going? Do you know where your 401 is going? Your 401 is going with the market. So a properly funded IUL outweighs a 401k any day. Properly funded IUL is a great way to retirement. If you are planning on not being federally income taxed, maximizing your gains, and outpacing inflation, IUL is the way to go. So sacrifice is going to give you a death benefit as well as a cash component. It's whole life insurance, so it's never ever going to go away. You're going to bill cash all the way through the policy. So it's a win-win in every aspect of the word. So I feel that if you are educated properly, if it is structured properly, and if you fund it properly, being your own bank is a surefire way to become financially free. It's a surefire way to make investment choices that you don't need to borrow for. Okay, you borrow from yourself and not from an institution. So that is being your own bank. That is the power of Index Universal Life, which is what IUL stands for. Okay, and the downside of the 401 is the tax deferment. They're going to tax you later at a higher tax bracket. Okay, if you're getting a match on your 401k, great. The larger the match, the better the product. It's free money. Keep it, take it, run with it. But think about other alternatives to secure your retirement. And an IUL, funded properly, is a gold mine. Time, money plus time times the rate of return minus inflation minus taxes equals wealth. That is the wealth formula. Okay, I'll say it again. Money plus time times times the rate of return, which is compound interest. All right, that's the rule of 72 working for you. Minus inflation minus taxes equals wealth. So that's the principle. That's the wealthy 1%. They protect their assets, grow their money, and never trade their time for money. And that's what the power of having an IUL properly structured does. So here at Big Financial with HGI, that's what we do. We create wealth for families, and an IUL is one of the best vehicles on the market if used properly. And that's what we do for you. We make sure that it's structured so your family creates financial freedom and builds generational wealth. So, guys, teach your team, tell your people, and now you will, is a true way to become your own, to be your own bank. It's your way to financial freedom if used properly. And it has a death benefit. Okay? So it's life insurance with a bank account. That's the way to look at it. That's what an IUL is. And it creates financial freedom because it allows your money to work for you. It allows your money to be a soldier. Guys, we are generals, and our money, our dollars, are soldiers in our army, and we have to empower them to empower us. So be intentional with your money, direct it, know where it's going, say where it's going, and work it. Make it work for you, not against you. Make it work for you. And that's the power of Index Universal Life. And we lead here with education. It is paramount. You must understand the rules to play the game. In any game you play, education is key. So if you learn it, guess what? You can teach it, you can apply it for your life, for the ones you touch, and everybody you touch will be better than you found them if you lead with education. And that is what we offer here, HGI, Big Financial, educating the people on how money works, how money grows, and how money multiplies. So that is our Wisdom Wealth Wednesday. And we want to do this every week, guys, on a different topic to enlighten, to empower, to share what we do, how we help families, and how we can empower you to help families. And that's what we do every day, all day, leaving everyone we touch better than we found them.
Yes.
And Indate's Universal Life is a great tool to do so. Wow. So, guys, I hope that you've learned something, expanded your vision, and I hope it filled in some gaps if there were any on why the power of an IUL is magic. Okay, it is your money working every day. Warren Buffett says if you don't make money, if you don't figure out a way to make money while you're sleeping, you're going to work until you die. So, how many of us want to work until we die? How many people do you know that want to work until they die? I don't know very many. So, with that being said, let's be in the building. Let's situate ourselves, be in position to acquire the education to change our lives. in every way, spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. It's a complete picture, the circle of life. And if we are in place and if we apply, the rest will come. So, guys, put our money to work and stop working for the money. The wealthy don't work for money, they use the profits, not the principle. And we got to acquire those same wealthy habits because here at Big Financial HGI, we're giving you wealthy secrets. So apply them. Wisdom cries in the street. Hear. For he that has an ear, let them hear. Big Financial Guys, HGI. We thank you. Next Wednesday, we'll be here with more fun facts. And let's have some fun with it. Let's talk about it. Let's engage. You know, money plus time times the rate of return minus inflation minus taxes equals wealth. So let's talk about that. Let's start discussing. Let's start bringing people on so they can hear, so they can learn, so they can touch somebody else's life, guys. That's what we do. That's the power of our business. It's to teach one, each one teach one, and let us grow and let us expand. As we expound our knowledge, our business will expand. And that's the principle of leaving people better than you found them. And again, that's Jesus's principle. Everybody he touched, he left them better than he found them. So if we are followers, if we are believers, if we are disciples, in discipleship, we'll do the same. So that is it for us tonight on Wisdom Wealth Wednesday. Thank you for your time. You could have been anywhere but here. And I'm so grateful that you chose to join us. Tell everyone, subscribe, join, be a part of, learn, listen, laugh, or don't. It's facts. Big facts. Ciao.